Hi everyone, it's me, Sasha Velour, and today we're gonna look inside my purse. Let's dive on in. My bag is a very practical, giant beauty made by Marshall Columbia. And I first met Marshall when he was working with Diego Montoya's studio, and now he has his own incredible brand, and they make these gorgeous bags of all sizes. I think what this bag says about me is that we are pink as fuck, padded to hell, a little naughty, surprisingly utilitarian, good at giving hugs, cozy, and most importantly, full of secrets. First off, gotta have my phone. This is where I do business, and to make it a little fun, I always like to have a protective, comical case on top of it. Looks like the first cell phone I ever had. Being a drag performer, my life is full of crumpled $1 bills, and I like to always have a little stack with me in my bag in case I go to a drag show. Pro tip, never tip just $1. Always take a wad and fold it and reach it out like so. Next, I've got some reading material. First, my book, The Big Reveal. Mostly looking at this to make sure there's no mistakes in it. Pre-order now on my website. Also have some poetry by my friend, the illustrious Pearl, who goes by the name Wo-chan as a poet. And I got to give a little blurb for the back of this book, and I just love the poems in it. Something only a genius poet and drag artist could think of. I also have a book in progress. My father gave me the first chapter of his new book, all about comparing the underground in cities in the 1920s. And the first chapter is on New York City and deals with lots of wayward figures, the Jews, the queers, you know, people I'm an expert at. I'm really thankful that my dad shares his research with me and that I got to share my book with him. And I'm really lucky to have that relationship. Always gotta carry a notebook around with me. This is the only kind of notebook I ever use. It is a galocha from Emilio Braga, and it's beautiful blank paper, and I use it to draw my costumes and take notes. Here I have my nightgowns costumes that all became realities. And I even did sketches of parts of the book in here too. I always travel with some sunglasses, just to be safe. Some gloves, in case one of your nails pops off. We like our gloves to go all the way to our armpit hair. The gloves are custom made by Wing & Weft Gloves here in New York City. A silk scarf, which I think is an absolute necessity. This one I made for the Smoke and Mirrors tour. And when I like to travel on an airplane or a train or any form of public transportation, I like to put the scarf over my face so that no one can see what I look like when I'm sleeping. I learned this the hard way. On my very first tour around the world, I traveled with Kimchi, and she took some photos of me while I was sleeping. And when I saw what they looked like, I made a mental note that I would have to keep that secret from there forward. Okay, then I have some emergency bags. This lobster bag was made by my mother. This I put my emergency makeup in. I've got this naked pigment from MAC Cosmetics. I learned about it from Alexis Michelle and Trinity the Tuck, and we consider it a kind of makeup eraser. So if you make a mistake, you can just use a little of this pigment on your face, and it just immediately covers it up with a little flesh tone. I also like to have a powder foundation that I can just use a little sponge with and get rid of any shiny bits. Drag essential, crazy glue. You never know what you're gonna need to glue to yourself in an emergency. You're not doing drag if you're not peeling metal and plastic off your face. And then I have 2 little perfume testers from DS Durga, my favorite scent and candle brand here in New York City. I don't think these are really gender binary scents, although one kind of gives me more grandpa and the other gives me more grandma. This one's called Burning Barbershop, and this is Bistro Waters. I like to give myself a little spritz of each one. Oh, right in the mouth. Then I have my emergency bag, and this is a beautiful bag made by some Australian designers that are called the Velveteen Triplets that I met on my tours, and they made this bag with one of my t-shirt designs on it, and I absolutely love it. And in here I keep some human being essentials: peppermint gum, fiber pills, antiperspirant, always a must. For the lady on the go, Cliff Bar. It's hard to eat and drag, but I can usually get one of those down. And last but not least, a keeps me calm and confident. Is there anything else in here? Oh yes, just one more thing. Greenie treats for my dog. I have to keep these at the bottom because he will break into any bag if he is aware that these are in there, but it is the best way to motivate him to be a good boy while mommy's giving shows. So, Vanya, do you want a treat? Good boy, chick. Come on, Vanya. Good Vanyachka. Хорошенький. Come here, yes, treats for you. Look, it's your friend. Yes. Can you stand? Be a good boy. Such a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy, Jake. Here you go. Here's your treat. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I'm Sasha Velour, and that was a journey inside my giant, gorgeous pink purse. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. I love you so much. Have a great day. Good night.